Guys, this is video number 2, and we're still continuing to look at the Earth and the Sun as a system. This time, we're looking at seasons. We looked specifically about day and night in your last video, so seasons is going to be our focus today. But before we do that, let's review the motion in the universe. Last video, we talked a lot about rotation and the fact that the Earth rotates around a central location. This video, we're going to be focusing a lot more on the motion of revolution. Revolution is going to include 2 or more objects, one moving specifically in a pathway or an orbit around another one. And you'll see my illustration on the right. You'll notice with the white arrows, that shows the pathway of the motion of the second object. So here you'll see a video, here you see a drawing of the Earth in specific locations around its revolution around the Sun. What you'll notice is that the Earth has this tilt. In each of the individual positions of the Earth, it's always tilted the same way. The tilt is about 23.5 degrees, and it can vary over the course of time, and it has. As of right now, it's about 23.5. What that's going to do is it's going to cause a differing amount of sunlight to hit the Earth's surface. The sun sends 100% of its energy to us and its light to us. But because of different tilt and different positions, different places on the Earth are going to receive different amounts of sunlight. This is the Earth in position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. You'll notice that the arrows are going in a counterclockwise fashion, so the Earth revolves counterclockwise around the Sun. And you'll notice that it is more of an oval shape or an elliptical shape or orbit. You'll also notice that in transition from position 1 to position 2, we have the word winter. Winter is about right here. So we've got the months of January, February, and then a portion of March. At position 1, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun, whereas the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. In this position, we have in the northern hemisphere the winter solstice. December 21st is the shortest day of the year, the least amount of sunlight. Southern hemisphere is having their summer solstice, the longest day of the year. This is only one position. The Earth is going to move around its orbit. In its revolution, it's going to come to position 2. Position 2, you'll notice the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, neither one of them are receiving more or less sunlight than the other one. So we call this the vernal equinox. On March 21st or 22nd, both the northern and the southern hemispheres are receiving about the same amount of equal day and night. That's what equinox stands for. But again, we're going to transition, and while we transition from position 2 to position 3, we're going to start to have springtime. Those are the months of April, May, and then eventually we get to position 3, June 21st. You'll notice that the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, whereas the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun as the Earth is rotating. Keep that in mind. On June 21st, we in the north are going to experience the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year, the most daylight hours. And the southern hemisphere is having their winter solstice. But again, the Earth is only in that position for one day, and every rotation, one time around, moves it one step closer and one step further on its revolution. We continue to go down, and we have summertime, June, July, August, and on into September. September 21st is position 4, and we end up having, again, another equal day and night. Again, transitioning, and we go into autumn, September, October, November, and move into December, and we're back to our original location. We have made one complete revolution in 365 1/4 days. Here you will see another cause and effect map. Go ahead and take a look at the individual causes and what impact each one of them has. I have grouped them together by colors of arrows. You want to pause and copy this in your notebook. And remember, seasons are caused by the tilt and the revolution around the sun. And that's a wrap.